Silver headed out into the night, the noise and bass beat of the club still ringing in his ears. Or maybe the pounding was rage from finding one of his few escapes contaminated by the nuclear blast from his past. Why the fuck did St. Zebediah Harris have to show up in Baltimore? He wasn't headed in any direction but gone. But his legs found a familiar route. That brick wall separating a parking lot from a park should have held an imprint of Silver's spine from how often he'd leaned against it in his rent boy days, though those days were never far away enough for Silver's liking. "What are you doing back here?" Tanner yelled as Silver came around the corner of the wall. "Thought you moved on. Missed the life." "The fuck you did." Tanner gave him a big hug. "Missed you anyway." Silver thumped Tanner's heavily inked shoulder. Silver was glad to see him. A lengthy career wasn't part of street life, and shit happened. Better to not give a fuck about anyone, but it was hard to not like Tanner. A kid who couldn't be more than 14 flipped a butterfly knife open. "Next one's mine." "Fuck off, Eddie." Tanner grabbed the kid's wrist, twisted it, yanked the knife free, and threw it over the brick wall lining the lot. "He's not here for trade." With a sneer and glare at Silver, Eddie vaulted over the wall. Silver resolved to keep the bricks at his back. "You aren't, yeah?" Tanner muttered in Silver's ear. "Nope, just came to say hi." Since a night of forgetting everything by dancing at the arena had gotten totally fucked when he caught a glimpse of Zebediah Harris there, dancing with Silver's friend Eli. Zeb had the whole goddamned world to be self-righteous in, but no, he had to show up in Baltimore. "You too good to be a whore?" Eddie was back, playing with his blade. As long as he didn't make a move towards Silver, they were cool. "Silver moved up in the world, got himself a studio gig." "Fancy word for porn." Silver laughed. "So where is everybody?" Aside from Tanner, there was no one there he knew. "Troy left town. Maddie OD'd. Dakota is now working the other side, if you know what I mean." Tanner made a little feminine swing of hips and shoulders. "Gotcha. James?" Silver asked. James had looked smaller and younger than Eddie, but swore up and down he was 15. Didn't have Eddie's ready-to-fuck-you-up attitude, either. Tanner had tried to look after him the way he'd looked out for Silver when he first hit the street. Tanner shrugged and glanced away. "Disappeared. So, how's the high life?" "Money's good. Should've come with." "Oh, hon, my life ain't much, but it's all I got. No way am I risking it barebacking." Silver worked at keeping his face still. "Sides," Tanner shoved Silver with a hip. "Mug like mine would break the camera." Tanner was tall and muscular, torso ripped enough to be an anatomy poster, but a long, jagged scar on his face twisted his eyelid and pulled at his mouth. His souvenir from an uncle who caught him sucking off a cousin. Lights streaked across the wall, a car turning in. "Here comes one. Do your thing, Silver." Eddie's knife flashed. "Put it away, hun," Tanner said. "He's going to give you a hint about the John. He does this thing with the cars. He's really good." Silver made a quick study. Red Pontiac, 2006, non-vanity plate. He's white, around 30, lives in the far suburbs, maybe faking it married or could be too scared to show his face in a bar. First-timer, or that'll be his story. Total bottom. "Guess you're screwed, hon. Or not." Tanner winked at Eddie, then nudged him. "Take your shot." Eddie approached the car. "What you looking for?" Silver tuned out anything except trouble and asked Tanner, "Where'd they find Maddie?" "Right up the block, the old theater." The tweakers had been hanging out there as long as Silver had been in Baltimore.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.